The life of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of a unified China, remains a captivating and controversial saga of ambition, innovation, and tyranny, etched into the annals of history as a pivotal moment in the development of Chinese civilization. Born Ying Cheng in 259 BC, during the tumultuous Warring States period, his early life was shaped by the constant conflict that plagued the Zhao state, where his father, Prince Yiren of Zhao, was a hostage. Yiren's mother, Lady Zhao Ji, a beauty renowned for her cleverness, was the concubine of King Xiaoxi of Zhao, and Ying Zheng was the product of their union, though his parentage was a matter of considerable intrigue and political maneuvering. When King Xiaoxi died, Yiren was forced to flee Zhao, narrowly escaping with his life, and pregnant Lady Zhao Ji, carrying the future emperor. Upon their return to the Qin state, Yiren was restored to his position as prince, and Ying Zheng was recognized as the rightful heir, though whispers of illegitimacy lingered due to the circumstances of his birth. Yiren's reign was brief. He died in 247 BC, leaving the young Ying Zheng, just 13 years old, to ascend the Qin throne, taking the name Ying Zheng, signifying his lineage. The early years of his reign were characterized by a regency, initially under the guidance of the powerful Lord Lu Buvai, who exerted considerable influence over the young emperor's decisions. However, Ying Zheng was not easily manipulated. He possessed an astute mind and a relentless ambition to consolidate power, gradually distancing himself from Lu Buvai's control. As he matured, Ying Zheng began to assert his authority, removing rivals and consolidating his grip on the Qin court, culminating in the execution of Lu Buvai and the elimination of his own mother's favored concubine, Lao Ao, a move shrouded in controversy. He embraced the legalist philosophy, emphasizing strict laws, centralized authority, and suppression of dissent, believing it to be the most effective means of establishing order and ensuring stability. His relentless pursuit of power led him to embark on a series of military campaigns against the other 6 warring states: Han, Zhao, Wei, Guyan, and Qi, in a quest to unify China under his rule. Under the leadership of brilliant generals like Li Mu and Wang Jian, the Qin army proved to be the most formidable in China, utilizing advanced military tactics, disciplined training, and superior weaponry. The conquest of Han in 230 BC marked the beginning of Qin's unification campaign, followed by Shao in 228 BC, Wei in 225 BC, Chu in 223 BC, Yan in 222 BC, and finally Qi in 221 BC. In 221 BC, Ying Zheng completed the unification of China, ending the centuries-long Warring States period and declaring himself Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor, a title unprecedented in Chinese history. The unification was not simply a military conquest. Qin Shi Huang implemented sweeping reforms to standardize the legal system, currency, weights and measures, and even the writing system across the newly unified empire. He abolished feudalism, replacing the old system of semi-independent states with a centralized bureaucratic administration directly controlled from the capital, Xianyang. To solidify his rule and promote national unity, Qin Shi Huang initiated ambitious construction projects, including a construction of a vast network of roads and canals to facilitate trade and communication. The most famous of these projects was the Great Wall, begun as a defensive barrier against nomadic invaders from the north, by connecting and extending existing fortifications built by previous states. Qin Shi Huang also ordered the construction of his mausoleum, a colossal complex designed to house his afterlife, including the terracotta army, thousands of life-sized clay soldiers, horses and chariots, meant to accompany him into the next world. His reign was marked by harshness and oppression. He implemented strict censorship, burning books deemed subversive and persecuting scholars who criticized his policies. The infamous burning of the books and burying of scholars incident aimed to suppress dissenting voices and consolidate his ideological control over the empire. His authoritarian rule and extravagant spending on construction projects and military campaigns strained the empire's resources, leading to widespread discontent and resentment among the population. The legalist policies, though effective in maintaining order, also stifled intellectual and artistic creativity, creating a climate of fear and conformity. Despite his accomplishments in unifying China and laying the foundation for a centralized empire, Qin Shi Huang's legacy remains complex and controversial. He died in 210 BC, while on a quest for immortality, searching for an elixir of life through Taoist alchemists, a pursuit reflecting his desire to escape the inevitability of death. His death marked the beginning of a period of political instability and ultimately led to the collapse of the Qin dynasty. The short-lived Qin dynasty was overthrown by a coalition of rebel forces, led by figures like Xiang Yu and Liu Bang, who had risen from the ranks of disaffected soldiers and peasants. Liu Bang eventually emerged victorious, establishing the Han dynasty, which would become one of the longest and most influential dynasties in Chinese history. Despite the Qin dynasty's brief existence, Qin Shi Huang's impact on Chinese history is undeniable. He unified the diverse states into a single empire, standardized institutions, and laid the groundwork for China's future development. His vision of a strong, centralized empire would continue to influence Chinese rulers for centuries to come. The Terracotta Army remains a testament to his power and ambition, drawing millions of visitors to its site in Huanlijie. His reign serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of balancing order with freedom and justice. Qin Shi Huang's life, though filled with both remarkable achievements and brutal actions, remains an essential chapter in understanding the complexities of Chinese civilization and the enduring legacy of its first emperor.